Hello and welcome to the Chalk Curriculum Solution training. Before we get started, I wanted to go over what we'll be learning about today. The Chalk Curriculum Solution has a number of different capabilities, but we're not going to go through all of them today. For more training videos related to curriculum, you can find these under the Resources tab in the Chalk navigation menu. We're going to focus on the curriculum map analysis features, and we're going to take you through getting started with how to identify gaps and effectively compare curriculum map and unit content within Chalk. We'll focus on what this analysis feature does, how to navigate and set this up, we'll review the different features and options we have when comparing maps, and we'll take a look at how to share your custom views with other users. A big step in curriculum mapping is to ensure that all appropriate content and standards appear in your institution's curriculum. It's important to be able to compare maps from one grade to the next for vertical alignment, as well as compare different subjects within a single grade level for horizontal alignment. We need to ensure that we're supporting the journey of a learner, and that we're providing our teachers with the tools to prepare the students for the transition to the next grade. With Chalk, both curriculum writers and teachers can create custom views that allow them to compare multiple curriculum maps at once. These views allow users to compare unit content, standards targeted, search by keywords within standards, and share their custom view of other Chalk users. For this training video, we're going to assume that you've already received your invitation to Chalk and are familiar with the curriculum solution. If you have not already done so, I'd suggest taking the time to review our training video on how to set up your Chalk account and use the basics of curriculum. Getting the feel for the comparison solution is fairly straightforward, but there are some things that you'll need to be aware of. Before we go over how to compare curriculum map content, we need to first take a look at some of the settings. So let's take a look at how to navigate the solution. We'll be starting from the curriculum screen, and this should be a familiar view. Our maps are organized in the center and ready to be selected. When you're ready, click on a map that you'd like to compare, and from the right-hand preview menu, we'll click on the Compare Map button. You'll notice we're taken to a comparison view, and our selected map and content is summarized in a column view here. To compare multiple maps, we'll need to click on the Add a Curriculum Map button. From the pop-up, you can use the search bar to search by titles or tags. And we can click on the plus button to add our map that we'd like to compare. You can also rearrange the order of the comparison by clicking and dragging on the three lines icon and dragging the map to where you'd like to put it. When you've selected the maps you wish to work with, you can click on Compare Curriculum Maps at the bottom. And now our views display the maps that we have selected, and we can start comparing them. Now that we've set up our comparison view, we'll need to understand how we can leverage this for our own use. Comparing unit content from grade level to grade level is important to understand what information, resources, or assessments are currently being covered, and where any gaps may occur. So let's take a look at what options we have in comparing unit content. When we want to view and compare unit content, we'll navigate to a map in our view and click on the Unit tab in the Curriculum Map card. This displays a list of all units within this map, the suggested duration for each unit, and the number of standards targeted in each unit. Clicking on a specific unit, we will be able to see the individual unit fields and the content similar to the normal curriculum view. You can expand or collapse a specific field by clicking from its header. From here, we can then repeat these steps in our other curriculum maps to compare the content in different units across the grade levels. It can be helpful when comparing maps to toggle off the compact view option located here in the upper right if you want to view the content in a more spacious manner. In addition to comparing written content within our maps, uncovering gaps in standard targets is also a high priority. We want to ensure that the appropriate standards and learning targets are correct and identify any gaps within a map or between maps. So let's navigate back to Chalk and learn how to analyze standards within our maps. From the curriculum map cards, we can click on the Curriculum Sets tab to view a list of all of our curriculum standard sets that are tied to this map, and how many standards in each set are targeted in this map. Clicking on a curriculum or standard set allows us to see the specific standards or expectations. You can filter this view further by selecting targeted or untargeted to see what standards have been covered and what haven't. We can click on a specific standard to see its description, and if the standard has a green checkmark, you'll be able to see which unit it was targeted in. We can then compare sets between our selected maps. In addition to manually digging into our standards within the unit content, we can also search standards by specific codes or keywords from the search bar at the top of the page. Type your search in, hit enter, and after typing in the code, the matching results will be highlighted in yellow. Results appear in the overall unit. If we click into a specific unit, we can see where these appear in the unit content. If we go back and take a look at the curriculum set, we can also see that these are highlighted in these standards and expectation sets. And if we click into it, we can see the individual standards where this search has been mentioned. And this is a great way to identify similar standards and relationships across your map. Oftentimes, it's important to share a comparison with a colleague. An example of this might be when a curriculum director notices gaps between 3rd grade and 4th grade maps and wants to share with both of the grade level teachers. The sharing option with Chalk allows us to create a unique link with all of the current viewing parameters so that this specific view can be shared easily. We'll learn how to set this up so that we can share our view with colleagues. When we're ready to share our unique view with a colleague, we'll need to click the Share button at the top right. From the pop-up that appears, click Copy Link to Clipboard to bookmark or to share this. This unique URL reflects the current state of your curriculum map comparison. Any changes to the view or content of the map selected will generate a new URL. So this concludes our walkthrough of the curriculum comparison features. I hope this was informative in both showing how the platform works and ways that we're building solutions to help our users dive deeper and identify gaps in their curriculum. There are a ton of videos and step-by-step walkthroughs located in our support knowledge base. In addition, our live chat is located at the bottom right corner and is available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, thank you for joining me for this training video. This was a basic introduction to our curriculum analysis feature, and I hope we've given you a framework and a great understanding of where you sit in using Chalk to help compare your curriculum maps. For more advanced features and functions, be sure to check out the other training videos in our series. Again, our tutorials can be found at support@chalk.com, and our live chat is Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.